This morning, January 12th, 2023, I want to talk about the transaction set. This is a view or illustration of my business model. That is selling covered contracts and letting them run until expiration, and then turning around and doing it again and again and again. Well, as I've closed of the market yesterday, Wednesday, the put contracts that I sold were out of the money. Out of the money means they will not be exercised. I mean, they could be exercised, so I won't take a loss, but I've never had one out of the money exercised. I've had some in the money not exercised, but that's very, very rare. But never have I had one that was out of the money exercised. So anyway, why this is a good point in time to talk about this subject is last week I wrote 14 put contracts that were not exercised. They brought in I'll have to look it up, but I think $800 and something at premiums. And I wrote these contracts with a $8 strike price, 19 of them, and received a 41 cents a share premium. Now, I've already, last week, since they weren't exercised, my profit and free cash flow was 100% because I had no replacement cost. If, and I think the chances are slim to none, that the price of HBI does hold at $8 or above, then I would have another 19 contracts that weren't exercised, which would get me close to something like 80 cents a share profit and free cash flow. That's the thing that's the gravy. Doesn't happen too often that you have multiple contracts not exercised, one after another, but it does happen, and it happens often enough. It sure helps when times are a little bit more lean, as they have been in the last few weeks. So there's a link below to the transaction set PowerPoint presentation. If you're serious at all about doing this, you need to understand that. That's the whole reason this thing works. And I've been doing this for years and years and years. I think I first put this together, that document, in 2016. But I was doing that before I put the documentation together. So I guess, began doing this model in earnest in probably around 2008, 2009. And it's been good for me. What can I say? But anyway, in this video, I'm going to take you through where things stand and why things might turn out very, very well this week. These are the charts from yesterday at market close. And HBI was at $8.01. And the 19 contracts I've sold have a strike price of $8. So at that point in time, those contracts were out of the money, meaning that had this been Friday at close, those contracts would not have been exercised, and that $779 premiums collected would be all profit. Now add that to the amount last week, and The contract not exercised there was $680. So that was all profit and free cash flow. So taken together, as you can see, that's a healthy sum of money. So, in fact, I mean, that's what makes all this really work, in terms of making enough profit to make it worthwhile, and also to store up enough balance in your account to cover the times when things don't go your way. So I think that just about covers it. Now, I should say that there's 2 more trading days, Thursday and Friday. And the likelihood of HPI staying at $8 or above is slim to none. But I thought this would be a good opportunity to show you how things can and do at times work that makes this thing profitable. Otherwise, it's just a pennies game. But when you have a good run like this, it amounts to some serious money.